the business was doing very bad then. Unfortunately, my dad had a stroke in 2001. The car motor gave us a termination letter. The business basically went downhill. Some as SAF, with IT only, of course, you can't go far. Nothing much to lose. Yeah, so why not just give it a shot? Hi, my name is DJ. I'm running KGC workshop, and this is how I did it. When I was a kid, I used to be run around with my mom's. She come to the garage very frequent. Back then was in Xinmin at the Block 7. So we always come to the workshops, hang around, play around here. My dad will push me into the garage, so I'll help out during my school holidays. Yeah, so basically doing free labors, exchange in meals. And so I do car wash, I do polishing, so that's where I get my hands dirty. Yeah, so I learned a bit of stuff. So honestly, he was very busy with the garage. The business was doing very good back then. Hardly see him, to be honest, only during the Chinese New Year. Even Sunday, he go to work every day. When I was 15, my mom passed on. So my life changed a lot. I turned over a new leaf. My dad have to run both the mother and the father role. And my father was very, very strict with me. So from a very freedom kids, teenager, become a zero freedom, you know. Fortunately, when I was 17, which is just 2 years with him, he had a stroke. Yeah, so that's where the business went downhill. Yeah, living all by ourselves. Then my younger sister need to take care of her, like the partial guardian for her. I have to take care of her allowance, and she have to go study in Australia, so I have to come up with my personal pocket money to give her. Actually, I signed during my BMT time, so I'm an armor technician. So basically, I repair tanks. During the army times, some as SAF, with IT only, of course, you can't go far. Halfway through, the business was in the mid of this, considering to wind up. My understanding, the company was the main con for car motor during the 80s. Yeah, so somewhere about 2002, the car motor gave us a termination letter, 6-month notice. So my auntie came and asked me, and whether should I take over. So I asked a lot of good friends around, and they told me nothing much to lose. Yeah, so why not just give it a shot? Yeah, the physical shop is there. Why not just give it a try? The moment I join the business, the time is always running out, so I have to come in the morning and I end my day very late at night. For a start, was very, very tough. Yeah, I spent almost first 2 years without a break. Yeah, only same like my dad last time. It's just basically only rest on the Chinese New Year. I actually juggle together with my studies, for the Kaplan account, because the point of time that was like a plan B to me, because I will need the accounting skill if the business go well. If the business don't go well, then I still got a private diploma in accounting. Yeah, I'll just be an accountant in the future. So I actually 1 year working with KGC without getting any salary. So yeah, because I still have a bit of saving, for my SAF time. So to keep costs low as well, KGC, so I have to run the sales role, run the operation role, and also the administrative role. So I have no admin, I have no account. So every end of the day, I need to do the invoicing and check my accounts. So basically, I work more than 12 hours a day and 7 days a week. I mentally prepared myself. I 100% focus on the business, so nothing more. Yeah, so the time, no girlfriend, nothing, you know. See, I met my wife during my Kaplan accounting part-time school. So when we kind of interested in each other, we kind of started a relationship. Then I told her within the week, the very first week, because I worried I couldn't commit so much on the time with her. So I did told her honestly that I want to prepare, I want to build the business, so I really not ready for any dating. But she's very supportive. She said she's okay to wait. Yeah, so what made me feel very warm was she really made her effort. She come almost every day after working hours. Because I work very late at night. And so she can, after 6+, she buy dinner for me and my team almost every single day. That's something that's touched me a lot. One of the articles I read out is like, if example, if you need 100 hours to achieve this thing, it's about how you allocate your time. Everyone have a fair share of 24 hours a day. So I choose to invest like more than 12 to 16 hours a day to get this business up on track. When I join this business, very first thing I bring in new services, body kit, to edge out from our competitors. So that time I always think of new ideas to see how to be different from our competitors. Yeah, so then of course when social media came aboard, Facebook, so we also start to go into digital in the early days. For this social media, so we start to create some exposure there. I do a lot of SMS message sending to all the contacts I have in my phone. All the customers come in, I make the effort to save their names, their contact in my phone. So I do greetings to them. I do, if let's say we got any promotion or services, I text them personally. Yeah, so back then I do a lot, and even I do some follow-up when I got free time to understand how the customer experience with us. So I see how can I improve. Today we call it the WhatsApp broadcasting. Yeah, so like or email blasting. So I'm doing that through like the mobile text version. So the time I was thinking of to have the conveniency because I think Singaporeans like convenience. So instead of going around a few workshops to get their car done, because a lot of customers actually ask me, hey, do you do this, do you do that? But which most of the thing I don't do back then. So I said, hey, why not do something for them? So that's where we start the second unit in level 2 in Xingming back then. So we kind of a small one-stop workshop, so from engine repairs to body repairs to grooming. Definitely during the entire process, every now and then, when certain things don't work out well, definitely a lot demoralizing, and I don't have partners to share with. So back then, no mentor as well. So I was kind of, when you are low, you have to be, think of ways somehow or rather to self-motivate yourself. I actually honestly pick up readings. Yeah, so I read about leadership and all these things. So the good things about reading is actually give me self motivation in many ways. So I think that was one of the key things. And then I meet one of my very first mentor. Once I really, I have a big problems, and I cannot think of a solution. That very one moment I was so down, I just give me a ring, have a good talk, have a long talk with him, many hours. Then so after the talk, so after sharing all this, he gave me some guidance, and I feel so much better and more encouraging, more motivated. Yeah, reading is one of the key things I do every now and then. Then focus more on the leadership, management, that kind of stuff. Then videos, so nowadays YouTube, TED Talks, there's a lot of people sharing their things. So I learn quite a lot from there. On top of that, I do meditation on time to time. So it's like make my mind like reboot, like restart. So after sending my kids to school, I will more focus on the data analyzation. From there, I can forecast and plan the entire team. So now I'm more focusing on training my managers and my team. Now definitely I have more times to spend with my kids. So because I actually went digital my business quite early, so I can actually work anywhere with my laptops. So most of my systems are industry cloud based. So although I work on weekends or public holiday time to time with a laptop, but I can spend more time with her. So normally I send her to her enrichment. Then during that 1 hour plus while waiting for her, I can get my work done as well. So I have to say I spend small quality times, I have to say. She actually liked TikTok a lot. So we sometimes do video together. Constantly educate yourself or invest in yourself and the company is always a constant thing. I never stopped learning until today. Because I think as the company grow, how you manage 5 people, 20 people, and moving forward maybe 30 or 50 people, you need to evolve, especially when today markets things are moving very fast. So I think consistent learning is a very key thing. Honestly, I think data is the number one thing. I always look at the numbers. And the numbers will tell us some story. So need to learn to read the story and constantly upgrade myself. So always educate myself. At the same time share. So actually, every time you get to share to people whatever you learn, actually you also learn something from them. So that's why. So so I have to say, everyone around me, including my customer, my employees, or even my kids, they also like a mentor to me. So I learn a lot of things from them as well. So that's what I pick up from for all the areas.